Good day to you, my trading friends. It is Tuesday, December 22nd, 2020, and your cherry bomb trade is in for today. Today's cherry bomb trade is going to be a little unique, a little different. So stick with us because we're going to take a look at Tesla today. Tesla has a liquidity rank of 3 out of 4, as you can see right there on the thumbnail. I'm going to try to point to them. Yep, pointing in the right direction. There they are. So liquidity rank of 3 out of 4 and an IV rank of 21. So the emails that we get from Tasty Trade that give us these trade ideas talk about Tesla and earnings coming up. Now, the truth be told, the earnings aren't until the beginning of February, but you could probably imagine that as we march towards those, the volatility will increase. So that's good for a long position like this, to have volatility increase that will benefit your position. Although when we take a look and we analyze the chart for Tesla, I find it hard to be bullish at this point. Yes, I know a lot of people are trend is your friend, and the trend certainly is bullish. I don't know. I think I really got bit by the Tasty Trade contrarian bug, and this doesn't feel very contrarian to me. So I wonder what your thoughts. I'm going to offer you a few alternatives. But what you're about to see in our platforms is that we have quite a bit of difference between the two platforms that we use as far as how this trade looks like it's going to play out. It closed yesterday at 649.86, but it looks like it's about to open at 655, and that's causing us some differences in when we analyze these trades for probabilities. So let's hop on in. That's enough of the trade overview. Let's hop on in to ThinkOrSwim here, where we do our simulated trading. But of course, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Neil, and this is Option Theory. You're watching Option Theory, so thank you for joining us. And I am so happy that you clicked that button, because we're looking for more people to join us. Place comments down below. The more, the merrier. What we do here is we build out a portfolio of options trades using 4 days a week. We use cherry bomb trades, and ideally on Mondays, you guys just leave me a comment on the week before. It could even be the day before, right? Of it underlying you'd like to see traded, or if you give me a whole trade idea, I'll give you a shout out, and we'll test your trade idea as well. All right, so with that said, if you want to head down to that description, there's a link to go sign up for Tasty Trade's Cherry Bomb email blast so you can get these trades as well. And if you want to get these trades on with us, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because you'll be notified when these videos come out, and you can get these trades on when we do. All right, now that I've done my little pitch, thank you for sticking around. Let's get on into this trade. You can see here we have Tesla's chart pulled up. And in the email, they talk about moving up over 3 standard deviations in the past. Oh, when was this? This was since November 18th, November 17th. So about a month now, a little over a month, we've seen quite a meteoric rise here. And that also puts me in a bearish mindset right there. Okay, but if we switch over briefly to Tastyworks and we pull up the chart here, you can see here that we're near that upper band. We are certainly having some sort of peak crest looking thing here on this MACD, and we are near that 70 mark on the RSI. For whatever these tools are worth, I understand these to be pretty bearish signs. And, if you look at the cherry bomb trade today, and actually I'm going to start analyzing this inside of Tastyworks, because that's where the email comes from, and I think it'll be interesting to see the differences. I'm going to hit trade. We're going to be in the January 29th weekly expirations, which weeklies, on a already 3 drops of liquidity, is going to make us less liquid. So take a look at how wide these bid asks are, right? So we're looking at $7 wide here, almost $10 wide on some of these options, right? Not a ton of open interest here. Definitely more interest on the call side. Curious to see what's going on there. These are out of the money, so I'm guessing some people are selling some strangles. Not even, because how far? Yeah, maybe. All right, so there we are with these guys. I don't. Maybe people are buying these, speculating. I guess. Yikes! That's not a game I like to play. But the trade that we were sent looks like this. You buy the 645 and you sell the 650. immediately I'm not in love with these risk to reward. I mean, the reward of $135, I'd expect to make that on a debit, not on a credit spread, right? But have amazing probabilities as a trade-off. 48% probability profit with a 60 P50 is not an amazing, it does not an amazing probability make, right? So I am immediately not enjoying that particular trade. So what I want to do, I want to hop back over to ThinkOrSwim and put this same trade on. 645 long and the 650 short, right? So let's click that. And here we are, same weekly expirations. And notice that the at the money here is where the actual price looks like it's going to be here, 655-ish, right? But let's do it 645, 650. If I click on the ask for the 645, and then I click on the bid for the 650 with a control click, now we're looking at quite a different number here, right? So we're looking at a 383 debit. Oh, is that quite a different number? Let's take a look here. Yeah, no, it's still, all right, let's set, make sure we got our date right. Date is set to expiration of January 30th. Let's say, is our expected move dialed in right? There it is. Make it a little bit more obvious. All right, and let's set our slices to break even at expiration. And here we're staring at possibly losing a 54% chance of taking a $383 hit. Yeah, no thanks, right? And a 45% chance of only making $117. I'm not a big fan of that trade. I don't think you are either, but maybe you are. And of course, at any time, I'd love to hear your thoughts on any of these trade ideas. So let's change it to what looks like the normal debit spread here in this situation. So if we did the at the money 650, buy that one. Well, even really 655 might be at the money, but let's do this now. Let's hold down the control key and do the 655. Here we're looking at closer to a 250, which would be half, right? 250, 250. This would be 245, 255. So let's go here to risk profile. Let's set our price slices to break even, and we're looking at similar probabilities, but instead of taking a $380 something loss, we could take a $245 loss, but at least instead of $113 profit, we could make $255. So yeah, this one makes more sense. Like if I was going to do a long call spread, long call vertical, like we have in our thumbnail, right? I guess this is the one that I would do, but I don't really find this to be the trade that I want to do. So here are your long call vertical spread options. If you're interested in doing those, I want to pop back over to I'm going to get this right, Tastyworks real fast. And I want to have you examine some other ideas. So remember how this trade here sets up with this 135 max profit and 365 max loss, and I said you could get a credit like that and have better probabilities? Well, what if instead of doing a debit spread, we looked at a credit spread here, a short put vertical, even if you did it at the money. Let's click this 645 put, so we're going to go short the 645 and long the 640. And here we're looking at, if you sell this one, let's not even, because I mean, look at that. All right, here we are with pretty much the same probabilities, but having a profit of 320 and a max loss of 180. Let's just take those strikes up a smidge. And now we're looking at a similar profit. So we got 175, 325. Now we've got 50 and a 77 P50 on that one. So I could see myself being, if I wanted to be bullish, finding this more attractive, right? But what I think is more interesting, actually, I'm going to go with a long put vertical. Let's take a look at that one. So let's go with this one here, where we're going to buy the 650 and sell the 645. According to Tastyworks, we're looking at a 53% probability of profit, a 60% P50. So way better odds than the long call vertical. If we did a long put vertical, we are looking at a 365 max profit for the same, pretty much better probabilities. So this I find way more attractive. Now, truth be told, you can tell there's quite a bit of difference between the data that we're seeing here in Tastyworks and the data that we're seeing inside of ThinkOrSwim. I want to get these names right. I swear, this is tough. It's tough for me. So yeah, honestly, this is the kind of trade where I feel like you're going to want to, if you can, really only put this trade on once the market opens, the dust settles, and you can see where things really are at that time. But if I had to pick, if you're like, look, I can't make a trade at work, I got to put a trade on now, what do you find more interesting? I would probably say the long put vertical is something I find more interesting. So let's throw the ThinkOrSwim. This is the one we're in now. ThinkOrSwim. Why am I struggling with that today? ThinkOrSwim, and we're going to do the at the money here, long put vertical. So I'm going to hit the ask in the 655 and hold down the control key, click the bid at 650. Let's take a look at this one. Wow. So doing the at the money one here, we're looking at some debits that don't make any sense for me. I don't want to pay $400 for it, or $4 for a $5 wide spread on that one. So just for ha-has, let's see, does that give me some amazing probabilities? No, that's not amazing. Yeah, wow. What trade do I like? There's nothing here that's really... Okay, so let's do this one here. All right, that could be a little better. So we're looking at a 53% probability of profit on this one with a, roughly 1-to-1 ratio on this one. But this would be bearish. So I'm curious, if you've made it this far into the video, would you leave me a bullish or bearish comment down below if you went bull or if you went bear? I'd love to know which one you're going to do. I think the way this sets up, I like this one better. I find my bias is I feel like we're going to see some downward movement. And that would also benefit because if there is a downward movement, you would definitely see an increase in volatility there. So I'm going to go ahead and right-click this trade, choose confirm and send. We can review the fact that we could make 237, we could lose 263. We'll call that a risk one to make one. We'll manage this one, ideally if it makes it to 50% of the max profit in the next 38-ish days. All right, everybody, I'm going to hit send. That's going to put that into my working order, and that's right there. So yay, cool. You made it this far into my video. You get the thumbs up. You deserve it. And if you feel I do deserve a thumbs up for this video, would you mind hitting that thumbs up? And as always, I appreciate your thumbs up, any comments you can make, good or bad, criticism or not. Right? I appreciate that you take the time to watch these videos. And until I see you in tomorrow's, probably going to be our last video for the week. I'm going to take a few days off for the holidays. Hopefully you will too. But tomorrow will be our final cherry bomb trade of the week. Everybody, I'll see you then. Happy trading.